How's it going, everybody? This is Ray with the Houston Film Fanatics and Sunny 99.1, and Jersey has come to town. By that, I mean Jersey Boys is hitting the Hobby Center. Opening night is tonight, and it's going to be playing now through Sunday, I believe. So you've got until the 9th to get out there and see it, but I do have a couple Jersey Boys here with me. Guys, if you wouldn't mind, please introducing yourselves and your role with the show.
Yeah, my name is John Hacker. I play Frankie Valli in the show.
All right.
I'm Eric Chambliss, and I play Bob Gaudio.
Okay, well, this is easily one of my top 5 favorite musicals ever. I mean, I think I've seen it about 6 times now. Very, very excited to see you guys take to the stage. When it comes to getting ready for a show like this, auditioning, is it more difficult because, you know, you're based on real life characters? I mean, this isn't something that somebody just dreamed up one day. You guys have really got a lot to live up to here.
We certainly have a responsibility because, I mean, like you said, these guys are still walking and, I mean, can come see us anytime they like. So there's definitely responsibility. But I think that we take that very, we
take it seriously, and we're in great hands. You know, the people who are giving us the information worked with the guys firsthand, and we've met them at different times. So, you know, you get little bits of information from the right sources, and it's a fantastic script, and the music really does kind of bring the whole thing through. So when we are prepared and get to connect with the audiences, everything kind of falls into place.
For sure, I agree.
Well, you know, one of the things you talk about the music, of course, when you go see the show, it is like a hit parade. I mean, you're going to know pretty much every song that these guys are up there performing. Do you guys have a favorite song to perform in the show?
Certainly.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, my favorite song, I mean, not just because I perform it, I mean, I always tell these guys, Can't Take My Eyes Off You is one of my favorite songs. Not just because you always get that recognition applause with that song, because everyone knows it, and you see, I mean, I see all the time in the audience, the couples holding each other close, you know, it's their first dance, and that to me is just so nostalgic, and
that's typically the showstopper and your moment to get the most amount of applause in the show.
Which I love.
You know,
I'm kidding.
I'd say some of mine, I'm going to cheat and say the big 3, which is actually 3 different songs, but the first big hits, Sherry, Big Girls Don't Cry, and Walk Like a Man. When you get to do those, and like the audience, those are the first 4 season songs the audience gets to hear in the show, they just light up. And so it really does feel like a full-on rock concert, and you get to step into these idols, and it's a really cool feeling. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to lie, I really love Oh What a Night, just because, you know, you're watching that when they're kind of explaining, oh, wait a second, that lyric suddenly makes a lot more sense now. Never mind. You'll see what I'm talking about when you watch the show. Well, one of the things that I like about this show, too, is bringing younger people to the show, because there's a lot of young people out there that A, think that the way that you get a music career is getting on Instagram or YouTube. And these characters really put in the work. What has y'all's experience been with bringing younger people into the show?
I think bringing new generations to this has been such an important part because honestly, like I think when people, mostly, you know, people come see, they're part of that generation that love the music, but I think what they do is they bring daughters and granddaughters and people, and that to me is amazing because these people, they come see the show and they're like, oh, I didn't know that was a Frankie Valli Four Seasons song. I saw that in the commercial, or, you know, and that I think gets their interest, sparks their interest, and makes them want to look into other music. And I think that is so important to look in this music of this generation. You know what I mean?
These guys are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so like they're part of a timeless collection, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. So for this to be a chance for them to be exposed to this music, either for the first time or to refamiliarize themselves with it, you know, like they've heard it in various places that they didn't know where it was from or who it belonged to, and to see like what it is and the life that these guys led and how they achieved all that, I think it's the perfect opportunity to share with younger people.
It really is. It shows ambition. It shows, you know, their strive for glory. You know what I mean? I love it.
Well, and the other thing I like, too, is when you guys are up there and you're performing, I like that, first off, everything is very, very strictly choreographed, especially, you know, back then it was. Everybody had a very strict regime that you had to follow. And not only that, everybody has to be matching in attire. And so, I mean, kind of watching you guys, I was going back on YouTube, I was watching like old school NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and I'm like, let's go back and look at the OG boy bands.
Yeah, I mean, that truly is. I mean, I feel like Frankie Valli Four Seasons, they were one of the OG boy bands. I mean, you see, they were all dressed, I mean, I feel like the Beatles are like that too, you know what I mean? They're all dressed the same, they had their look and their sound, I mean, it's amazing, yeah.
Well, the funny part is too and I don't even remember if it was our camera guy Pat here, but there was somebody that was kind of moving the other day, and I'm thinking that's a Jersey Boys move. You don't even know you're doing it. It was like, it was exactly that. I'm like, you do that all the time. I'm sorry, Pat, I've seen it. But okay, so for the people out there that may not have gotten a chance to see this show, why do they need to come see you guys at the Hobby Center?
Do you want to take it, or
I'll take
Yeah,
it.
you
Sure.
take- I'm sorry.
I would say, you know, aside from all of the fantastic music, it really is amazing to see their story play out. How these guys who came from a working class neighborhood, you know, found their way up into fame practically overnight through the right connection of people and a pretty crazy set of circumstances as well. They had the right obstacles in their path and they found a way to overcome them, and then they made it all the way to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, it's quite a journey.
Well, I think like we talked about too, like getting the other generations to come and see this show. I think that no matter how old, young you are, you're going to find something in the show that you love. You're going to connect with, whether it be the music, whether it be the story of these guys, the relationships. I think that is a huge reason why people should come see the show.
And a reason why it's been on the road for so many years.
Exactly.
Thus far.
Exactly.
Holds up.
Well, there you go. And I think Frankie Valli said it best when it's not just a good show, it's a good story.
Yeah.
And I mean, you will be amazed with what you see on stage. I think the first time I saw it, I got chills. Like watching these guys, you're not going to want to miss it. So please, please do not miss these guys at the Hobby Center, 3 nights only, playing now through February 9th. And get your tickets now. It's at BroadwayAtTheHobbyCenter.com. Thank you guys so much for talking with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Once again, guys, this is Ray, Houston Film Fanatics, Sunny 99.1. We'll catch you guys real soon. Thanks.